this is where we say good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Tuesday, the 21st day of July. The year is 2026, and I am Gordon Joseph. So happy to be with you this morning, letting you know that whatever you're going through today, He is bigger, 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 way bigger than any of the problems that you face. So the problem is big, but God is bigger. Remember that. And you know, when you accept that and you believe, you know, that's how it works. You know, you can't just say, well, yeah, and that is it. You know, that kind of thing. No, you got to believe. You got to believe what you're saying. Say it with conviction and believe that He is, because He is bigger than the problems. It's Tuesday, so Heavenly Father, how great is your majesty throughout the earth. The sun rises and sets because of you. We woke up because of you. We thank you, dear Lord, for your mercy and grace, which sustains us, and your Holy Spirit, which presence, which maintains us. We get so caught up in our everyday lives, but Lord, we want to be caught up in you and your plans for us. Forgive us, Father, for our sins and keep us on the path of righteousness. May you give us boldness to reach lost souls in our families, in our workplaces, and in our neighborhoods. May you continue to bless, heal, and protect us. We love you, Lord, and we look forward to spending eternity with you. In the precious name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Amen. Can I get another amen there?
So when I'm tempted on my journey and my mind began to sway.
It's Tuesday. May today bring fresh hope, quiet strength, and the gentle reminder that God is with you. He's working even when you can't see it. Be still and know that I am God. That's Psalm 46 and verse 10. Good morning. Have a blessed day in the Lord. Thank you very much, Apostle. Thank you. Apostle Devon McSween, good morning to you, bro. How you doing? Hope you and the family, hope everybody is fine. Yep, it is a good day to have a good day. In a good way. Yeah. Alright, for some reason I'm having some issues connecting with the Facebook Live. Let's try. Here it comes. You see? Never give up. Always give it one final try. And in the end, it all works out. So if it doesn't work out, then it's not the end. Always remember that. Pastor Fletcher, good morning. He always says that. In the end, it's always good, and if it is not good, then it's not the end. Yulin Alexander, good morning. Jillian McIntyre, Monica Miros Williams, Mildred Smith, good morning. How you doing? Sherry and Nichols, yeah, good morning. Lauren Salem, good morning. Joylyn Barry is with us as well. Good morning, good morning. And Joylyn says, good morning, Innocent. It's a blessing once more. A happy Tuesday to you and those on the live. Good morning. Lenora Isaac, good morning. Michelle Daniel, Wendy Williams, good morning. Mohini Joahir, good morning. Veronica Sandy, good morning. Yeah, it's indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Destined to win overcomer, good morning. Petlin, good morning. Jennifer Collimore. The folks inside of Birch Grove, good morning. Morrow, good morning to you. Mr. Kimbo Pierre. And while I'm with the peers, let me say good morning to Deacon Godric Peer and family. I'm in that vicinity, so I'm going to say good morning to Mike Noel, the Banana Man, and his family as well. Yeah, the word of the day is up next. Stick and stay. Don't you go anywhere. And that word today is duration. Duration. It is spelled D-U-R-A-T-I-O-N. Duration. And it simply means length of time. All right, that's all it means, length of time. And here's how we can use it in a sentence. The course duration is 6 weeks, meaning the length of time for the course is 6 weeks. Yeah. Lucille Pascal, good morning. The folks inside of Mount Craven, Davy, Mount Alexander, Mount Rodney. We cross that little bridge and we head into Duquesne. Popine and the guys, good morning. Old Pups. Yeah. Miss Pearl B, good morning. Nice. Oh, the motivational tip of the day is up next. As we say good morning to Lucille Pascal. Auntie, good morning. Miss Annie. Joe, good morning. Elsa and Trevs. Party, Sammy, Skita, Zavi, Zuri. Curti, Kali, Cassie. Colin, good morning. Yeah. As we do the motivational tip of the day, reminding you that we've got Safe Grenada right after that. There's no better way to start your day. Yeah. Eugene Gittins, man. This gift is just, oh my goodness me. It's invaluable. What's even more important is that my audience likes it more than me. Wow. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. It starts with you. Believe in yourself. Yeah. Be humble. Let humility be the name of the game for you. You must have confidence in whatever you're doing. Yeah, confidence in your own powers, or else you cannot. Let me reiterate that. You cannot be successful nor happy. Always remember that. Stick and stay with us. A Safe Grenada comes up momentarily. Lucille Pascal, Max Mignon, good morning. Doc and Candy in Winnipeg, Josiah and the family. Nice. Dorrit Simon, good morning, Dorrit. Althea Edwards. Max Mignon, that's a new one. Welcome.
Greetings to you, my beautiful people. My name is Damian Frank, a proud member of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Do you know what is a protection order? Do you know the steps of applying for a protection order? Let me take you right through it. A protection order or a restraining order is an order used by the court to protect victims of domestic violence. Steps in getting a protection or restraining order done. Step 1. Visit the magistrate court or your nearest police station within your district. You will be assisted in filling out your application form and directed as to the process in obtaining your protection order. Once your order has been granted by the court, you will receive copies of the interim order with the next day for court. You will be given the option of service of the order to either be done by the court or the police. If it is to be served by the police, visit the station and provide them with copies to be served on the respondent who is the perpetrator. After your order has been served by either the court or the police, you will be notified of same. Should any of the terms of the order be breached, you should report it and give a statement to the police. Once the order is still in existence and the breach constitutes to a criminal offense, you can also prefer charges against the respondent. Until next time, this is a message from the Special Victims Unit of the Royal Grenada Police Force. I thank you.
You heard it, right? A word to the wise is sufficient. Like I always say, I tell you, take them seriously. Don't just let them go through the left ear and pass out in the right. Ponder on them. Something may happen and you may just rely on that information.
Come to GBN's Good Morning.
Yeah. Always remember that.
With your host, Gordon in.
Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the weather comes up momentarily. Good morning, Grenada. Carriacou, good morning. PD Martinique, good morning. The folks inside of Tobago, good morning. Mova, Trinidad.
Good morning, Grenada.
Yeah. The Uriah Buzz Butler Highway. Good morning. The folks down in Diego Martin. The folks on top of Leon Hill. Yeah, good morning to the Rennies. Tanya, good morning to you. Now we're heading up to Jamaica. Good morning, Sarman. And the wonderful folks in Mandeville. Oh my goodness. So good to know the world, man. June Rages, good morning. Folks, the morning edition of News, Sports, and the weather comes up right after these. It's 15 minutes on to 7 o'clock.
Conversation made for me.
Looking to make smarter financial decisions? Join ACB Grenada Bank for its Investment Education Forum on Tuesday, 28th July 2026 at 2 p.m. This virtual session is designed to help you better understand investment opportunities and financial planning. Scan the QR code on your screen to register and reserve your place today. ACB Grenada Bank, helping you build a stronger financial future.
What happens when you add groovy, power soca, and calypso all in one weekend? We get Sammy's Weekend. The most amazing part of the Spice Mass build-up comes to Progress Park, St. Andrew. A trio of competitive shows. Thursday, July 23rd from 8 p.m. The Brian Griffin Groovy semifinals. Friday, July 24th, also at 8 p.m. Dr. Trevor Friday Power Soca semifinals. And on Sunday, July 26th, the Melody Papitet Calypso semifinals. 5 p.m. sharp. Come out and support the artists as they each give 100% to secure a place in the finals. 3 crowns at stake, 3 nights facing the judges, and 3 nights of thrilling the audience. Sammy's Weekend, July 23rd, 24th, and Sunday the 26th. Progress Park.
This is the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, 21st July 2026. In the headlines, Bel Air Road commissioned in Carriacou and major upgrade on the way at Woburn Clinic. In the region, French Guiana joins search and rescue efforts in Guyana. Internationally, in Italy, protests erupt after immigrant dies in police custody. And in sports, Windies World Cup qualification suffers a setback. We've got the details to these and more right after these messages.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph, welcoming Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. In the local news, the newly completed Bel Air Road in Carriacou has been officially commissioned. The road replaces what residents say was once a narrow and difficult route to the Princess Royal Hospital, providing safer and easier travel for motorists and pedestrians alike. Speaking at the commissioning ceremony, Permanent Secretary Linwall Parrott called the development a lifeline, while Nurse Marisa Gay said the upgraded roadway will improve emergency response times and allow patients to reach the hospitals more quickly. The Ministry of Health says major renovation works are underway at the Woburn Clinic as part of efforts to improve healthcare services in the community. Construction began on June 16th and includes structural repairs, new plumbing and electrical systems, upgraded windows and doors, and the installation of a standby generator. The project will also provide air conditioning, renovated bathrooms, improved waiting areas, a new medical storage room, and perimeter fencing to enhance security. Health officials say the refurbishment is on schedule and is expected to be completed by late October. And finally, the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force is advising operators of shops, trailer beds, and several vehicle owners to remove the property from the National Stadium Ring Road by noon on Thursday, July 23rd. The directive will remain in effect until August 12th to facilitate the safe staging of carnival activities at the National Stadium. That's the local news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, French Guiana joins the search and rescue efforts in Guyana. We've got more in this OCM report.
In Guyana, a 15-member team from the French Armed Forces in French Guiana have arrived in Essequibo to assist with ongoing search, rescue, and recovery operations of the MV Barima tragedy. The team includes 12 specialist divers, 2 medics, and 1 mechanic. The ferry had more than 133 people on board when it capsized after being hit by a big wave as it made its way from Georgetown to Port Kaituma last Saturday. Official reports from Guyana's Ministry of Public Works state by 12:35 p.m. 8 bodies had been recovered, bringing the total number of confirmed bodies recovered to 10. At a media briefing on Sunday, government officials said 67 people were rescued. Neil Marks of Newsroom Guyana spoke to a fisherman from the Essequibo region who was involved in the rescue. Harish Singh describes what he saw.
And the hurtfulest part for me is when the kids, how then they, like you gotta ice them and put them on and they lie down, and so we try to give them things and so, biscuit and waters and stuff. And the hurtfulest part when a father say, he stretch his hand and hold his kids and the wife gone. 2 kids and his wife. I want to run for my head at that time. When the mother said that she only touched that, we can't actually remember if a daughter or son touched the kids and then gone. Like, I feel this thing so much in my heart. I said, watch, we got to find these people then.
President Dr. Irfan Ali met with survivors as well as relatives of those still missing. As part of the investigation into the tragedy, the Guyana Police Force has seized video footage from the Kingston Goods Wharf, where the MV Barima departed. The entire management team of the MV Barima has been sent on leave. Prime Minister Mark Phillip told a news conference immediately after the distress signal was issued, rescue efforts began.
The GDF had a helicopter overnight, assisted with the search and rescue mission. And we had at least 1 private aircraft that was instrumental in spotting the area. So we would have been able to do a more accurate search and rescue people who would have been on the ferry so far. It is now day clean, and we have additional assets, including the Omni helicopter has joined the search.
Rescue and search operations continue.
And now looking further afield, protests have erupted in Bologna, Italy, following the death of 42-year-old immigrant Ibrahim Fakir while in police custody.
Death of an immigrant.
Mobile phone footage appears to show officers restraining Fakir on the ground as paramedics were present, prompting allegations of excessive force and possible suffocation. Italy's Bologna Public Prosecutor's Office has opened an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Anger on the streets of Bologna over the death of an immigrant who lived in Italy for most of his life. He died at the hands of the police while being detained. 42-year-old Abdirahim Fakir cried out for help as police officers pinned him to the floor. Paramedics stood on watching for several minutes as police tied his hands and ankles, holding him down until he fell silent. It's thought he suffocated to death, but it's yet to be confirmed. Police say they were following a call over a man acting erratically in the area, and Abdirahim was resisting arrest, so officers used pepper spray to subdue him. At the protests, his niece calls for truth and justice.
For me, being here today is a duty. It's my way of standing beside my family and giving a voice to someone who can no longer speak. We will continue to demand the truth for him and for our family so that no one else ever has to go through what he went through.
As is standard with a death in custody in Italy, the Bologna Public Prosecutor's Office has opened an investigation and ordered an autopsy. Opposition groups and the EU call for transparency, while rights groups say the incident is disturbing, reminding people that Abdirahim is not the first person, but the third to die in the hands of the Italian police. Imogen Kimber, Al Jazeera.
A really sad story there at that. And that concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us. The sports is straight ahead. Well, good morning, sporting fans. West Indies hopes of boosting their chances of automatic qualification for the 2027 ICC Men's ODI World Cup. Well, it suffered another setback after a heartbreaking one-wicket defeat to New Zealand in the fourth one-day international at Kensington Oval in Barbados. After being bowled out for 188, the Windies mounted a spirited defense led by Gudakesh Moti, who claimed his maiden 5-wicket haul. The match slipped when a crucial catch was dropped, with New Zealand needing just 3 runs to win, handing the visitors the series. The defeat leaves the West Indies 10th in the ODI rankings, 8 points behind Bangladesh. The top 9 teams qualify automatically for the 2027 World Cup, with the Caribbean side now facing an uphill battle to avoid another qualifying tournament. Now that's all the sports at this time, but whoever thought West Indies would be behind Bangladesh and then Afghanistan in ODI or cricket ranking, as a matter of fact. But nonetheless, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the sports. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
GBN presents Spice of the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. Free exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinals Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Answer Coatings, Glenelg Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading. With support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the Esplanade Mall, Courtyard Soca Monarch.
All right, folks, the weather forecast, the connection with the Met Office, they seem to be having some human resource issues, but nonetheless, the weather is expected to be generally fair to hazy with brief isolated morning showers during partly cloudy spells. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up at 31.5 degrees Celsius and tonight's minimum at 25.5. The winds are easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming variably calm at times. Moderate with the winds, moderate with waves up to 5 feet in open waters. There's no marine-related alert. All right, so that's today's. Remember that generally fair and hazy, with brief isolated morning showers during partly cloudy spells. Today's maximum will get up to 31.5 degrees Celsius, and tonight's minimum down to 25.5 degrees Celsius. The winds are easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. And that's the weather forecast, and it came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited. It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock, and to end the news, a recap of the headlines. In the local news, the Bel Air Road commissioned in Carriacou. A major upgrade underway at the Woburn Medical Clinic. In the region, French Guiana joins search and rescue efforts in Guyana. Internationally, in Italy, protests erupt after immigrant dies in police custody. And in sports, Windies World Cup qualification suffers a setback. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, the 21st day of July. On behalf of the entire news department and everyone who made this newscast possible, I am Gordon Joseph saying thank you for listening and viewing, and taking the time to extend the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To Graphics and your team from Hot 98, thanks for staying with us. Have a great day now, everybody. Bye-bye.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. 'cause you can look to me. Yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, the light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Grenada, are you ready? The countdown is on for the biggest family event of the summer, our Kids Fest. Our Kids Fest. Saturday, July the 25th, starting time 1 p.m. Monrouge Playing Field. It's an action-packed day of family fun. Free bouncy castles, horseback riding, face painting, exciting games, music, and so much more. And don't forget, you could be one of 2 lucky winners to take home a Samsung 55-inch Smart TV. There is something for everyone, and the best part, admission is absolutely free. So bring the kids, invite your family, and make memories that will last a lifetime. Wow Kids Fest, Saturday, July the 25th, 1 p.m. Monrouge Playing Field. Sponsored by Modern Photo Studio, Blue Horizon, Country Coal, Karen Connex, and Terry's Yacht Services. Wow Kids Fest, where kids shine, families connect, and fun comes alive.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every fete advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
All right, folks, it's now 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time, I'm happy to join Sergeant Troy Paul from the RGPF's Traffic Department for this morning's traffic report. Sarge, good morning.
A pleasant morning to you and also to our lovely listeners this morning, especially your drivers, pedestrians, and those who are waiting for the update so that they can know what to do and how to get to their destination in a safe and respectable manner. This morning, this a quiet one for the entire Australian state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Fiji Martinique as it relates to the volume of traffic along our roads in most of the areas, especially leading up to our towns and those roads that surround them. Just definitely, as we take that closer look at what is happening within the town of, well, not just the town, but the parish of St. George, as we start in the area of Calvini and come all the way right around the back to St. Paul's area. So most of the areas that we've seen this morning are coming to and from the Calvini direction. The traffic is light to moderate at that side. Heading to the Grandant Valley onto the Grandant public road. These traffic are light in most of the areas and moderate at some, nothing to be alarmed of, both going to and from with a heavier flow heading towards the Grandant direction from either the Calvini side or coming out from the Kennedy James Boulevard direction. So we're definitely seeing here that the traffic is very freely along these roads. As we now then take a closer look onto the traffic from the western side, traffic coming up from Cherry Hill direction onto the Queen's Park Public Road. We're seeing here that there's a light flowing traffic coming up from that side. At this particular time, it is rather a bit early, but not too early, but still around that time we'd see a heavier flow on morning time, notwithstanding the fact that school is on holiday, but we are experiencing a light flow of traffic there along the road side as well. In most areas that we're seeing here that it is light to moderate here. From the western side, we're seeing light flowing traffic as well, with the potential to get heavier, but nothing to be alarmed of at this moment. Mount Parnassus, Tempe, light flowing traffic there as well. The Martil as well. Traffic coming out from the St. Paul's direction is light to moderate. It is not that heavy as yet, but it is a bit heavier than the other areas. So please take note of persons. But you can get to your destination safely, no bumper-to-bumper traffic this morning as we would experience on the other mornings. So as we stated, most of the areas as we have light to moderate flowing traffic coming to and from the town of St. George is most of the areas, so nothing to be alarmed of. However, the Carnage, we do have a moderate flowing traffic at this time, and the traffic will move a little bit slow this morning because of the topography of the road. The NASA work continues along there as well. Also, we have that similar like in the area of Bolio. They're doing some work there as well from the Monkuma junction coming right down to the Tempe, that's the car gas station. So we're going to experience some, bumpy roads there, but nothing is as it is to heavy traffic. So that is most traffic like throughout the day would be moderate throughout these areas as we focus. But we know as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, we definitely would have a heavier flow of traffic, especially throughout the town of St. George's, and that traffic increases thereabout after 8, sometime minutes to 9, and subsides thereabout. But honestly, we just want to advise persons that we do not take any chances. We do start seeing some foreigners back in our country, and some of our renters are in use. So it definitely means that our roads will become busier throughout some parts of the day, and especially when we have activities in certain areas. So please be mindful as well. As we dive right into the accidents, say for the past 24 hours, and we have a total of 12 minor accidents for the past 24 hours with a comparison we had yesterday. So we had over 100% increase in the volume of accidents along our roads within 24 hours. So it definitely means that drivers are not adhering to the rules and driving in a manner that is conducive for our roads. So we definitely, again, have to let persons know the manner in which they drive significantly contributes to the amount of accidents that we have on the road. It will contribute to the statistics that we're seeing as it relates to accidents. And again, your responsibility as drivers, as pedestrians, because we do have from time to time pedestrian accidents, and the colored clothing you have, especially at night and so on, and the way manner in which you use the road network, the sidewalks as pedestrians. I know our sidewalks will definitely start having a heavier volume of people on it, so it definitely means that some people may take the chance, if they're busy, to jot out into the road from time to time. Remember, the moment you might take the jot out may be the moment a vehicle is coming, so it definitely means that you have to be careful and use the sidewalks, to use our pedestrian crossing, cross at safe places, and do not try to attempt to cross between stationary vehicles. The drivers will not be able to see you. And drivers, we have to carefully look out for our pedestrians, especially our kids who are in summer camps, and they may be in a playful manner and they tend to run out and so on. But again, we trust that road safety is in the back of the minds of the students, as well as we try to teach them in most of the camps and so on. But still, we ask that the teachers and students and the teachers and parents at least teach them as it relates to using the road network and so on, especially during the summer holiday. As we dive right back into what is happening around, the traffic has not changed much as it relates to the volume along the nation's road, so that we just still definitely encourage are seeing moderate traffic, light to moderate traffic in most of the areas. But again, we acknowledge persons that leaving home on time pays as it is to getting to work on time and avoiding to be in any traffic congestion. At any point in time, we do have traffic due to any unnecessary obstruction, accidents, or any unforeseen circumstance that may happen. So it's always wise to leave home early to avoid these things. As we try to wrap things up, we know we're getting closer to the carnival season, and we definitely do have children's frolic, which is happening on Saturday, and it definitely means as we get closer, we're definitely a person with a traffic plan for that event, so that persons can be aware if you're planning to take your child to, or you have to travel in that area. So please be mindful of Carnival, Children Carnival Frolic happening this Saturday at the National Stadium there.
Okay. All right. So, Sarge, Carnival is really upon us, in truth, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, again, you mentioned it. We have a lot of returning nationals and visitors as well. And the roads are going to be busy. Owners of rentals, I urge you to have that sticker. There's a sticker that they usually place on the dashboard reminding them that they are to keep left. All right, because especially those that are coming from North America, they will be confused at times and drive on the right. So you have to do all within your powers to ensure that you give them that constant reminder that they ought to be driving on the left-hand side on the road. In Grenada, your right side of the road is the left.
Absolutely.
How that song?
Absolutely true.
All right. Yeah, it's confusing, eh? Your right side of the road is the left. That's a confusing thing, but that's the reality of it. So, basically, yeah, that's it. Urge, and continue. I know that the police will be out in their numbers as always, and to ensure smooth traffic and safety of nationals, locals, and visitors alike. So, let's be in our best behavior and be mindful that if you're texting or doing anything else when you should be maneuvering that vehicle, the question that I beg to ask this morning is,
who is driving that vehicle?
Who's driving?
Maneuvering that vehicle?
Yeah, don't do anything else that will distract you while you drive. Sarge, have a great day. Thank you very much.
You as well and the entire team.
All right. Folks, that was the traffic report. It's 20 minutes after 7 o'clock. We take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the conversation begins. We've got a representative from the Spice Mass Corporation, the SMC, with us this morning.
You may not always have your ATM card on you, but that shouldn't stop you from accessing your money. With Republic Bank's cardless cash service, you can withdraw cash from any ATM without using your debit card. It's simple to use. Just log into your Republic Bank app, select cardless cash, enter the amount you need and generate the one-time code. At the ATM, enter your code, confirm your details and you're done. No card needed. It's useful when you left your wallet behind and when you need to send cash to someone else securely. With cardless cash, you stay in control and in touch with your money wherever you are. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This Emancipation Weekend, Freedom Takes the Sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition. Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic, bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned. GBN presents Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona. 3 exciting Wednesdays of electrifying soca action. It kicks off with the quarterfinal Wednesday, July the 22nd from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The semifinals Wednesday, July the 29th from 3 to 7:30 p.m. The grand finals on Wednesday, August the 5th from 4 to 8 p.m. where champions are born and legends rise. Powered by Flow, Huggins, Amsa Coatings, Glenelg Natural Spring Water, Grenada Distillers, Tropical Catering Services, Ride Go, Sandals Grenada, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, National Lotteries Authority, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, and SP's International Trading. With support from Spice Mass Corporation, Grenada Film Company, and Jambalassi Grenada. 3 Wednesdays, 1 stage, 1 vibes. Don't miss GBN Spice Up the Esplanade Mall Courtyard Soca Mona.
Greetings, one and all. Welcome to GBN's Good Morning Grenada. The best way to start your day with your host, Gordon Joseph. News and information. Bring your opinion too. Civil and respectful. That's how we roll with you. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Grenada. Start your day right. Start your day.
right, good morning. Welcome. It's 26 minutes after 7 o'clock, and welcome to the conversation this morning. And as you can see, I've got with me in the studio two beautiful young ladies and a gentleman. And
I'm beautiful too.
No, we can't say that about you, Papi. You're handsome. Right? So, yeah, with me is the PRO for this SMC, Miss Smith. To her right is Mr. McQuilkin, and to his right is Miss Etienne. They're part of the Judges Association of Grenada. So, you know, we're talking carnival and judging and everything like that. But I'm going to open the bat with Miss Smith. What's going on with SMC? How has the week been? I'm seeing it. You're trying to hide it with the glasses, but your sleepless nights are now showing up.
That's okay. It's only because, you know, before I was the self-proclaimed minister of sleep.
Okay.
So now I'm definitely breaking out of the habit.
Right. That's
good. For good reason, though, because we prelims, we wrapping up with the Calypso, and it's been very fun, very entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you've been there. I've seen you a lot of the nights, and you could see there's a shift in the diversity, more women, more young people. You know, so the crowd is very hyped, and they're very supportive of them this year. So.
Okay. I always say, though, I still think when you speak comparatively, the groovy and the power soca, they dominate in terms of people's interests. People, I mean, when I looked at the crowd, that folks that were at the prelims for the groovy, I'm like, what? If Calypso could get half of that, we'll be happy. But nonetheless, I'm seeing an improvement in. I've been looking at a lot on the because they're bringing them live. You know, I'm seeing some crowds. Last night I was looking at Bads 2.0, and there were a little few seats in the cinema, but still, they you know. And what is also important to me and interesting is the fact that I'm seeing in each of the events, I'm seeing a standout crowd, meaning everyone, you're seeing these people. So we still have some die-hard Calypso lovers, and that's good. Miss Etienne, how are you?
I am wonderful.
Not tired?
Not as yet.
Yeah.
When you finish what it is you're scheduled to do,
then,
for Spice Mass, then we rest, you know, if there's no work.
No rest for the willing.
No.
Yeah, some folks are saying no rest for the wicked, but it's no rest for the willing.
And be able as well. Yes.
All right.
But it's a good season.
Okay. So
far.
Right.
Very proud. I must have to congratulate our artists on a job well done. You know, I have noticed that the standard of music seems to be evolving every year because we pay attention to the materials that are presented to us. And big congratulations, guys. Spice Mass to the world.
Right.
We thank you. We are grateful.
The best mass by far.
What? The best mass by far.
Not even close.
Yes.
Mr. McQuilkin.
Yes, sir.
Right. How have you been?
I've been great. This is my time. We're into the season, the Calypso, the Soca, the Groovy.
I ain't passing walking this morning. Every morning when I'm coming up 4:30 in the morning.
Unfortunately.
And another gentleman jogging, you know.
Unfortunately. We have to try to keep fit.
Yeah.
I do want to just piggyback on something you're saying. We're not there yet in Calypso in terms of the size of the crowd, but there's definite improvement in terms of the number of persons coming to the tent.
Right.
I think before you would see a few tents with a decent crowd, but this year what you're seeing is that all tents have a decent crowd, and I just want to join with Miss Etienne here to just say we respect all the artists. It's very important that we get that out there. What we do as judges and as lovers of the art form, and so, you know, some people look forward every year to they can't wait for prelims to meme somebody, you know, to laugh and so, but we appreciate and we are grateful to all the artists for what they bring. They see the memes on social media as well, but that doesn't stop them. They come back, and it's all about improving their craft, and we really, really are appreciative. And we, I also want to, if I could just big up those people who are at the shows and who support everybody, because that's very important. The support is what keeps people coming back. So.
I always say it here on my program, the fact that someone takes take some mic and come on the stage. That alone deserves your support and applause because it's not easy to do that. I've seen big, as we would say, big Hardenbach people come to my program here. They're not in front of a crowd, you know. They're just in front of the camera and they're shaky. And so it takes a lot just to get on the stage. So, you know, big up to all the artists and, you know, all the genres. Good morning. Big up yourselves. Now, I'm coming back to you because, you know, you're the creme de la creme. So I'm coming back to you. But I want to go to Mr. McQuilkin a bit. The Judges Association, I know there was an umbrella body before, but it's since been rebranded.
Yes.
And what was it before?
It was the Grenada Judges Association.
Okay.
But now we have come together as a body, a group of persons who judge every year, and we have formed ourselves into the Judges Association of Grenada. We are still working on the final legal paperwork and so, but we have done quite a bit in terms of establishing an interim executive. We are about 32 members strong. You know, sometimes you hear that, you know, Spice Mass has a couple workshops and some people question the sufficiency of that, but we have workshops year round.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do workshops, we train, we practice, so we try to stay as sharp as possible. This year we've been blessed to add our own t-shirts, so at the semis you could find us all uniformed and decked off, the people that would be on the panel. So we are very proud of the steps that we've taken, and our goal is just to improve our craft as we go ahead.
Let me ask this, for folks out there who want to get involved in the adjudication process, what are the prerequisites to become a judge or a member of your association?
Well, first of all, I would say love for culture, because if you don't love what you do, you'll quit very quickly. You mentioned the sleepless nights. We've been going for the last 5 nights. Tonight is the last night for Calypso. We're here early this morning. When people are trudging home, sometimes the judges who are on panel have to stay back to ensure that they sign their stuff, the scores are tallied and everything like that. So it's a labor of love, I would call it. So the love is the first thing. Spice Mass is the one who initiates the call for new judges. Spice Mass had a couple workshops. We do have, I know Spice Mass has some judges in training now. The rule is that you have to train for about 3 years before you actually get into the actual competition judging. You may be allowed to do the alternate or to shadow judge if you want to call it that, but that is how it is now. It's very important, I believe, and Spice Mass recognizes that persons have some level of comfort, some level of training, some level of preparation. In terms of if there's an exact qualification level, I don't think there is, but it's love, it's the ability. Different people would come, I hope I'm not going on too much, no. But different people would come with different strengths. Some people come with a strength in English, some people come with a background in music, you know, so different areas, and I believe that sort of perfects the panel, because you have people pulling from different backgrounds, different loves, different specialities, different areas of strengths, and when you put all that together, I believe you get some really good quality adjudication.
The Judges Association, is it autonomous to SMC, or is it like an auxiliary arm of SMC?
Not affiliated with SMC directly. We work with SMC. However, we also do not depend on SMC to do all of our training. We have training right throughout the year, whether it's social training where we link up and have discussions after Carnival about the shows and what it is we would have encountered in terms of challenges, observations made for us to improve, you know, as we move forward. So it is a group of persons, as Shane said, that has come together because of the length of time that we would have been working with each other, and to formalize ourselves so that we can benefit more as a body rather than individually, because, you know, togetherness always is stronger than individual persons. And to what Shane was saying is like, love for culture, yes, but being a judge is also you have to be patient, because a lot of persons looking at us and they will be shocked to know how long we've been attending workshops and stuff like that. It's like way over 10 years and stuff we've been doing workshops, and then we go judging for like doing the same alternate. We've been doing all of that and being patient, so now it appears as if we there and we always showing up, but it's after a long time. We've been there forever.
You didn't just fall from the sky into that position.
Yes, yeah. And persons like they're paying attention now and they're seeing us now because they're like, oh, but they're always there. But then it has been a while. We are well trained. We take it very seriously. We do not depend on SMC to do all of the training. We support them as well as a body in terms of providing support, so that we can say, well, okay, we made an observation with X, Y, and Z at a show. This is what we recommend to improve. You understand? Okay. And it is just love for culture, as Shane said, and supporting that organization in the country that promotes our greatest product.
Right.
Because Spice Mass is the biggest product in Grenada.
Okay.
I just wanted to jump back in very quickly to say that the support goes both ways, because SMC does support us in if I could borrow the man's word, bigly.
Yeah. I ain't like him, but I like the word.
So it's a sort of bilateral kind of support system that's happening there.
And I think it's really important to reiterate what they said in terms of how much years and how much work they've put into being in the position that they are right now. Because of course, when we do send on the call, a lot of people have a misconception that you need to have an understanding about the pan or understanding about music, history, and a background in music to answer it. And that's not necessarily what we want to push. It's persons who have a passion for the culture. They come in and we take them wherever they're at, and we ensure that we build them up and we train them.
Definitely.
So they can get to that point on that platform.
It's like jurors, they don't have a legal background.
Right.
They don't necessarily have a juror.
Yes.
Let me ask this. As an artist myself, and I'm certain that quite a number of artists out there would want me to ask that question. When an artist presents himself on stage to deliver, how difficult a task is that for you as an adjudicator? What do you look for? What grabs your attention and has you,
I don't know if Trisha wants me to jump first, but I want to say that first and foremost, we are guided by a criteria. So we have a criteria in front of us, and many times we are the only people, probably the only people who take in everything from start to finish. Mostly everybody else either goes to the bar, goes to the washroom, may turn to hug a friend, may say after when I say we, I'm speaking about the people on panel. We are focused, laser focused on every performer, every time. So coming to your question now, we are guided by the criteria. We want to know that you have stage presence. We want to know that you're comfortable in your craft. We want to know that you can command the stage. If it's soca, you can command the audience. Also, we want to know that you've chosen the right register to sing. So you're singing in key, your tonal quality is proper. We want to hear the name of your song. Do your lyrics sync with the name, or your theme sync with the name of the song? Because you'd be amazed sometimes how people name their songs, and then when they sing, it's something completely different. So we are looking for a number of things. Are you developing your theme properly? Are you telling the right story? How's your language? How's your effectiveness of your rhyming? We're looking at that. We're looking at the quality of your rendition. So many times people might hear a song that's not that popular, but find, well, this person is still there. It's probably because they render well. So the criteria is not one-sided. It's the people who will make it are the people who tick boxes in several criteria, and so we look holistically at the performance. Sometimes you hear the song on the radio, you love the song, but the artist gets to the stage and they don't deliver it well. this is our job. This is where we come in. We cannot judge the radio version. We must judge what is presented in front of us on the night. I'll stop here. I don't want to go on too long. Let Trisha take over.
Etienne.
I do not want to say much to the artists because I am on the panel currently for Calypso. But what I can say is that I believe that your stage presence, your confidence goes a long way. You know, because a lot of times we hear a lot of songs and they are good lyrical content, strong storyline, and then when the performer gets on stage, it's like they lack the self-confidence. They don't want to own their song and really put themselves out there. Another thing is that for our patrons, we want to learn the criteria too. Just as how we advise the artists to learn the criteria, because when you're jumping up in Calypso or Groovy, for example, and you're waving your flag and there's no crowd response. Crowd response is in soca. But mind you, crowd response in soca is only 10 points. It is important for artists, their patrons and fans to learn the criteria. You understand? And I think once persons are guided by the criteria and they're really serious about themselves, they are definitely going to do a good performance.
There's an old adage that says, in order to break the law, you should first know the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I?
Please.
Right.
This is your stage this morning. Tonight is mine.
So one of the things that I think, especially some young artists, simple, but the way they hold the mic. And sometimes you do not hear the lyrics. Maybe they're hearing themselves on the stage. I don't know. But where we sit as adjudicators, you don't hear. It's like they're stifling the song. So that's one tip that maybe a lot of the young artists could take, in terms of the way they hold the mic so that the song travels out to us. But also, I just wanted to clear up something. Groovy Monarch. There were a couple times when I saw, because at least me, I don't know if Trisha does it as well, but I go on social media afterwards and I look. And I don't think the public was clear sometimes on why it is sometimes we, one, ask to hear the track alone, or two, you ask an artist to sing over. I think the MC tried to explain, but I'm not sure if he was understood. We're judging a performance. When the artists sing at the prelim stage, they're not singing with a band. So the track is the accompaniment. One of the things that cannot happen is that the lead voice be right through the track. So sometimes when you're judging and you're hearing in the verses themselves, you're hearing the voice on the track singing as well, so you're hearing double voices. We're concerned. Ideally, we're told that they can be disqualified because they're supposed to come with the track and sing. Right. But once we hear that and it sounds a bit suspicious, our first step is to give them the benefit of the doubt. We let them sing. Mm-hmm. And then we ask, well, can we hear the track? A couple times when we listen to the track, the entire voice, the song was there. It was the person, the studio version, singing on the track. We can't judge that. So because we want to give everybody a fair chance, we communicate backstage that, hey, we'll give the individual, the artist, again, out of respect. You took time. We value that. We value that you took time to be a part of Spice Mass, right? So we say, hey, can they clean that up? And once they can, then we give them the opportunity to come again. But you cannot come to sing with the track and the lead vocals still on the track. That is not allowed. So that's why we
I yearn for the day when we reach that stage where even in the preliminaries we do band, because it's compromising. It's compromising because the coordination, for example, with your background singers. Yeah. All right. Yeah. When it's recorded, it's recorded. Yeah. You know, it will sound perfect. The studio man wouldn't let it come out look sounding shabby. So even from there, you know, but again, taking into consideration the efforts that are put into it, you know, it's worthy of giving, you know, an individual a blight, if you want to call it that. Okay. Well. There's something else that I don't often get the opportunity to do that. So when I every year I don't know if it's just a human controversial nature, but when the competition is over, judges always get bashing, whether it's on Facebook or any social media platform, or in some cases even personal attacks. Like, you know, as a matter of fact, a couple of years back, an artist literally struck a judge. All right. What do you say about that? What can be done to quell that sort of fire? I mean, we have overzealous fans, all right? That my guy going and he has to win, and you not, as a fan, you're just being fanatic. Yeah. All right? Yeah. You're not armed with knowing the criteria, but you think the song's good on the radio, and it's judged there for you, not the delivery on the night. As judges, what do you say to these people? In terms of fairness, do you think judges have biases? I mean, from your organization, do you all have preferences? Or, you know, I know this guy, yeah, me and Innocent good, me and Rankin Marvin good. Innocent could make a mistake and he get through. They said that the last time. I'm sorry I used that analogy. I'm sorry I used that, but, you know, that's a different story. But as judges, how do you deal with this? Because you're first a family person, you have your family, you're first a man or a woman, and then you become a judge. So how do you deal with the backlashes that you get?
First of all, I think that programs like this one, I think this is a start in terms of edifying the public on the process. Because knowing the criteria is one thing, but knowing the process is another thing. So I firmly believe that the process is a pretty good process, and that it mitigates or minimizes or eliminates the possibility of any sort of shady, nefarious sort of thing. First and foremost, we get called to a panel not very, very long before the competition, and I believe that's good. And you do not know necessarily as an adjudicator all the members on your panel, so you'd show up and then you'd meet your members. And so I love the fact that we are made to score in pen. That might sound like a small thing, but it makes it very difficult to erase stuff without being seen, without it being visible. When we write our score, when an artist finishes and we write our score and make our comments, we have attaches who pass and they pick up the paper that we use, and that's the end of that with us. We don't touch that paper again. So it's not like you can go back and say, well, I think I didn't give that person enough marks, and I think I gave that person too much. That's the end of that. When you're finished scoring, that's it. It's done. It's done. Mm-hmm. And then you move on to the next person.
Hold on, pause. Let me just... So, if any hanky-panky stuff has to happen, it has to happen after the judges submitted their score sheets.
Yes.
So it can happen.
Yes. No, I don't think so. So I'm going right through.
Okay.
Right. So after that happens, you submit your score sheet and so. And every artist sings. The judges now gather. And in the midst of the 6 judges, including the alternate, and the 2 attaches, the scores are gone through individually. Every score sheet is checked. Every number is counted to make sure that it adds up. All of that is done. After that is done, the highest score that the person got and the lowest score that the person got, the person being the artist, that is thrown out. So we use the mid scores, right? So if it is for some reason that your bias as an adjudicator doesn't allow you to give somebody a quote unquote, and I'm just speaking hypothetically, fair score, and you decide, well, I love Innocent, I'm giving him 95. then in all likelihood, that 95 wouldn't count because it would be thrown out. Or if on the contrary, you say, I can't take on innocent at all, I'm going to give him very low scores and he gets 40 out of 100, then in all likelihood as well, that is also going to be thrown out. So I love the process. I think I wouldn't say ironclad, but I think it's a pretty solid process. And I think that people have to understand that each judge may score differently. What, and I think Trisha can back me up here, what we have found now is that generally, because of our training and so, over the years, our scores are not far apart. So they might be within a 5-point radius, if you want to call it that, in terms of range.
Every time.
Not doesn't cross 10 easily, doesn't reach 10 easily. So you have that sort of consistency that comes, as Trisha said, from years of training and everything like that. And at the end of the day, somebody may win on one judge's score sheet but not win the competition. Somebody may not win on any judge's score sheet but win the competition because of consistency. But what you get, and we like to call it the collective one, is that amalgamation of scores that in the end presents you with the overall most consistent person from the criteria on the night. Yeah. And that is what happens, and that is what we stand by, and that is the process that we do and we love, basically. So I think once the public understands that, sometimes your horse in the race, it's your horse, your best. So you're not hearing the little flaws, the little off-key, the little time they may miscue, mistiming, the little time they probably forgot a line or it didn't really sync with the voice that they were singing. It's your horse. You feel, well, that person should win. But I just believe that, give us the benefit of the doubt. We've been at it for a while.
Added to Shane's comment, to be very specific about how we deal with the backlash after Carnival. It's okay. Dear artists, we understand. Because you day whole year, you're trying to put out your best, whatever, and stuff, and sometimes you're feeling a type of way, and it's okay. Because you think you did your best. If I find I do my best in something and I don't get through, I as a human will have a certain type of emotion towards that. So then it is fine. You have time, we get confronted, whatnot, then we get apologies after, and it is okay. You understand? So we're not going to lash out at the artists or hold them in mind for that. This is not what this is about. You understand? Because if you give some of us a chance, we will increase the amount of persons going to the semis, increase the amount of persons going to the finals. You understand? And if we could crown more than one king, we will crown more than one king. But we just can't, because we have the same criteria. We have the criteria that Spice Mass gives for us to follow in terms of each competition and what is required. So we can't do nothing but then follow that. You understand? So then when it is that we get the backlash and stuff, it's because some persons have invested money, time, and effort, and that's understood. It's just a temporary emotion and feeling.
I beg to disagree on this one. I honestly beg to disagree on this one. I think, all right, as matured individuals, we have to understand that you can't always win. All right? And listen, I sing, okay? I sing. You judged. Who am I to question your judgment?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're cool there.
I was going to say that I think it's fair. The question Trisha made a very valid point. You think you went there. Now remember, you know your song. And once you keep singing your song, the melody grows on you as a person. So you think your song is sweet, right? You don't hear yourself on the night. So you think you've delivered. It's okay, I believe, to question. And we do try to write comments, and so I don't know how many persons go get their score sheet and so, but we do try to write comments. But the point I wanted to make is that when you have 120 odd artists, and as the adjudicators you're asked to choose 25, some feelings will get hurt. It's absolutely, there is no way that the whole of Grenada will say this is the perfect 25. It won't happen.
Be angry but sin not.
Definitely. Well, what you said, they wrapped it up perfectly. The judges are correct in saying that we don't condemn the public for the reaction they have, of course, because it is competition, and that's goes right throughout the season in all the different aspects of our competition, our queens, our artists, our calypso, everybody, you're going to have those opinions that are going to go forth, and we enjoy those conversations, we encourage those conversations, because of course that is how we grow, that is how we come together as a community, that is how we see how different traditions all over the island impact our culture. But of course it is, classic line, not what you say, but how you say it.
That's the point.
It shouldn't get confrontational.
Another thing is that a lot of artists might be shocked to know that artists will come to us judges off season and ask, what do you think happened with me during that competition? Mm-hmm. You understand? And another thing is that, especially among us, Shane can tell you, when we put on scores, we know why. We can justify each and every score under every criteria for every artist. Mm-hmm. You understand? We don't even forget it, because we know that you can approach us at any time with some talk. You understand? But then big up to the artists who will come and ask a question respectfully, yes, and say, Miss Etienne, what do you think happened? Trish, what going on? Because they, St. Davis have a lot of artists, and I live in St. Davis. We live in St. Davis. You understand? And they will chat with you in off season and whatnot, and next day you see they come in like bulldozer.
Yeah. I believe, my personal thing, we all are acquaintances. Mm-hmm. Yes. Some of us are friends.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm. During the year, we're cool, but once I personally set those boundaries, once you hear the carnival season is approaching, the competition is approaching, mm-hmm, and I know that you are judges, I keep my distance, mm-hmm, because what it appears to
perception
be is a problem. You understand? If they see us always hanging out together,
yes,
right? Always see us on now, are they innocent?
Yeah.
Final question. We're running out of time. Is there ever the instance of artists calling, writing, or whatever, stating or requesting who they want on that panel to judge a particular event or night?
That's a Spice Mass question.
Spice Mass.
Yeah. So I'm thinking towards it. I have, and I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no. I would say from personal experience within the season, that's never something I've encountered. And of course, because coming back to the artists, the work they put in, a lot of them take this craft, most of them take the craft seriously, extremely seriously. And so when it comes to the judges, when it comes to the performance, they always want to ensure everything that they put out is authentic and that their craft is able to speak for themselves.
Okay, I asked that question on the premise that again in the media out there it is said that certain artists call and say, oh, I don't want that person to judge me because they score me low and this kind of thing. So I'm just trying to safeguard the judges this morning.
Well, Spice Mass usually would not disseminate that type of information to us. You understand? Because remember, also we are human beings. So then technically it would, create a level of perception for us, like why you come in and say this or that. You understand? And then it creates a problem with the integrity process, because at the end of the day, on Spice Mass and what they do in terms of choosing the judges, because as Shane said, we don't even know we have to judge nothing. Walk, sit down, choosing our clothes to go and jump off. Next thing I get call Miss AT, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Because I have my short pants to go and jump up already. You understand? So then we don't know. So then we have never encountered situations like that.
Yeah. I hope you didn't go judging with the short pants, because it would be a distraction for the artists.
No, well then you would definitely change, the outfits. You understand?
It's definitely to reiterate that the pool of judges we see now are persons who have been in the trainings. They've been the alternates for 3+ years, and so it's not people who are new to it. It's not that anybody could call and say, I like this person's opinion on this artist, send them in. I know
we're running out of time, but these are conversations that we have in our trainings all the time. We're human beings. I think you would have songs that you like, but at the end of the day, we're professional, right? And I can't for the life of me see, and I speak confidently on the pool of judges that we have, where somebody would say, I don't like this person. I'm not going to score this person. We have a little thing that we say. We're not going to judge the name. We're not going to judge a film. We're going to judge the game. What the person does on the night. That is what we're about. So, to your question, I know we don't. No judge goes in with the thing that I am purposefully going to score this artist low. We don't even know most of the time. High. Okay. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. I want to use this opportunity to engage the Judges Association, not just for this carnival season. This carnival is over, but post-carnival, let's have conversations at frequent intervals that will sensitize and educate the general public more. Let them know, because it's like cat and dog all day. Me and them don't like me, and I would love to see the day. Yes, emotions get into play, but we have to keep them in check.
Yes, I agree.
I cannot see myself for the love of God. I mean, I'm going to personalize it. In as much as, in my opinion, I thought last year I won, but the judges thought differently. So I have to take that and cool it. You understand? I think conversations like these will put us on that level playing field where, okay, they did it. You know? So SMC, Judges Association, let it not just be a seasonal thing when they're coming by me. Let's have interactions throughout the year, so that at the end of it, when it reaches the climax, this is the climax. These songs were being built since last year.
Definitely, yes.
You understand? So not wait for the climax.
If I may just probably close the statement, just to reiterate it again, of course, the call goes out every year, and there's nothing we can do to get past the persons who would believe there are biases, there are, games in the system. But what I usually encourage when we get those messages during the season, especially as we going into our semi-finals weekend from Thursday, I tell the persons that it's open, and when we send out the call, if you see biases and you believe that there's something to be fixed, it's your responsibility now to take it upon you to be the change that you want to see. So answer the call and come in, experience the training, start the process, and then deliver what you are hoping to see on the panel as the years come.
Okay. There's something that crossed my mind, but next time you come back by me next week, or you're coming Friday again?
If you want me Friday, I'll come Friday.
Okay, all right.
No problem.
You come every day. Come every day. Let's talk carnival. Ms. Smith, Mr. McQuilkin, Ms. Etienne, thank you for sharing with us this morning. I really did learn from this, and I am certain that members of the audience did likewise. And I just want to wish you all the best for the season. And
Thank you very much.
Do what you love.
Thank you very much.
And love what you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do.
Right.
We do.
Thank you.
Folks, that's it for the conversation. Stick and stay. We're joining the BBC, which is already in progress, I'm certain.
Come experience the spirit, strength, and beauty of Carriacou. Join us for the Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, happening July 31st to August 2nd. Feel the excitement of thrilling boat races across our crystal clear water. Enjoy vibrant onshore activity, music, food, and pure vibe. This is more than a festival. It's resilience, culture, and unforgettable memories, all in one place. So, gather your crew, bring your energy, and come sail into the celebration. Carriacou Regatta Festival 2026, anchored in tradition, sailing to tomorrow.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Grenada, are you ready for the most epic cool down after Spice Mass? Because on Wednesday, August 12th, the Grenada National Cricket Stadium becomes the home of one massive soca experience. Carnival Encore, Sunset Over White. Are you ready? Featuring not one, but two international soca giants, Marshall Montano and the Monk Band. Yes, the band. And they'll be joined by some of Grenada's biggest soca superstars for one unforgettable night of music, vibes, and pure island energy. This is the event that keeps the carnival spirit alive. The final celebration. The Encore. You don't want to miss. General admission and VIP early bird tickets are sold out online. General admission $150, VIP $550. Get your tickets now at godefed.com and the official Sunshine Promotions outlets. Carnival Encore 2026. Sunset Over White. Wednesday, August 12th at the National Cricket Stadium. When the road ends, this is the Encore.